What's going on, guys? I've got here a 2007 Toyota Camry, and I'm going to use this car to point out to you the location of the various fuses for the operation of your radio. Now, the first 4 fuses for us to check are going to be located down here. Make sure your parking brake is on. That way your parking brake lever is out of the way of accessing the fuse box right here. So we pop the cover off by just pulling down on this little tab right here, and it will just kind of fly down. These fuses receive power whenever the car is running. So I'll start here. This is the 10 amp fuse. It's labeled as the ECU fuse, but it helps to provide power for the navigation system if that's equipped. The next fuse for you to check is going to be the gauge number 1 fuse here. This is a 10 amp fuse. Power from this fuse is useful for the illumination of the radio. We also have another fuse here, the 7.5. That's another gauge fuse for illumination. And finally, we have the radio 2 fuse. The radio 2 fuse here is a 7.5 amp fuse. This provides power to the head unit only when the car is running or if the key is in the accessory position. So those are the first 4 fuses for us to check. And to reinstall the cover, it just kind of snaps back in. Now the remaining 3 fuses are going to be located under the hood. So behind this cover here, which we remove by pushing in on this tab here, and there's another tab here that we lift up on. If your Camry is equipped with an amplifier, you will have a 25 amp fuse here. Common symptoms of a bad amplifier or a blown amplifier fuse are the head unit powering on, but there will be no sound. Now I also want to briefly point out to you, there are some spare fuses and a fuse puller on the back of the cover here. Now we've also got the radio fuse here. This is a 15 amp fuse. This provides power to the head unit at all times. So that fuse should always be sending power there. And finally, we have this 10 amp fuse right here. And again, this is for illumination. It is called the dome fuse. So yeah, I hope that this information was helpful for you and a good starting point in troubleshooting the radio on your Toyota Camry. If you have any questions, please chime in down below, or if you have any advice about the radio, let us hear it. Thanks for watching.